This is Bowie, and Bowie lives in an apartment here in what part of LA would you call this?
Miracle Mile.
Miracle Mile. So every time that somebody goes through the security gate to get to the apartment complex, he hears that sound because we're right next to it, and he barks. And so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to do a counter-conditioning exercise. So what I want to do in counter-conditioning, what you want to do is expose the dog to the stimulus, in this case the sound of the gate opening, in a lower level of intensity in a controlled situation. I have one of the guardians outside. When I say a number, he's going to open and close that gate. I'm saying a number because if I just say now, after a while he recognizes it means now. Next time we do it, we might say, anytime you hear me say the name of a city, next time I say a color. So we just come up with a code so the dog doesn't pick up on what we're doing. Now for counter conditioning, what we want is a soft meat treat like this that he can nibble on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it like this and let him chew on it. As you can see, I can change his orientation by however I hold the treat. So what I'm doing is I'm getting him, you want to make sure your dog practices chewing little bits of it off your finger before you start doing the counter conditioning.
Okay.
Now for this, I don't want him to hear the stimulus, in this case the gate opening, unless I'm delivering the treat. So I'm going to have I'm going to say, go ahead and say a number here in a second. The guardian is going to get ready to open a door. So let's go with the 13. So he's delayed, and so now he's not reacting, but he heard that. You saw him shift his gaze. All right, so 27. Now, while the sound is happening, he needs to have the treat delivered. Once the sound stops, the treat needs to stop before the sound stops. So he only gets this high-value treat while it's happening. You ready? 12. All right, next time kind of slam it. Yeah, next time. 5. 7. 8. So if we practice this multiple times, every time he hears the gate opening, a treat is being delivered. After a while, he associates the treat being delivered with the gate opening. 18. We have a fire truck coming down the street, and evidently this is going to make it interesting. Now there's one dog in particular and one neighbor that he really dislikes. Are we friends with that neighbor? Are we on friendly terms with that neighbor?
Yeah.
So what we would want to do is have her practice coming in and going in and out of that gate. So this way we're ready for it to happen. Right now what happens is she comes by when we're not prepared for it. And then we're flustered. Well, if we can set it up, hey, can you do me a favor? Go in and out the gate 7 times. So now we have 7 treats ready, and you have a little bit of a buzz right before that gate opens. So we're waiting. As soon as we hear the buzz, he's chewing the treat. And after a while, when they come by, his tail wags and he associates, I'm about to get a treat. Now, if we're doing this and he can't do it here, we're too close to whatever it is. He doesn't have to sit or lie down. We just don't want him to be fearfully reactive. So we might have to move a little bit further away. We might also have to open other windows so he can hear it a little bit better. But the idea is we want him to be far enough away where he can hear and see it, but not feel threatened or challenged. And then we deliver the treats, and we keep on delivering those. And then maybe if we're 15 feet away from the wall, maybe the next time we do it at 14 feet, then 13 feet.
And you're letting him, you're holding the treat, you're not just giving it to him, you're making him like nibble at it and lick at it. Okay.
Because we want this to last a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right, so now if we do this properly, after a while, when the dog walks by, he associates, when a dog comes by, especially this one particular dog, I'm getting treats. Now, it's going to take enough repetition, so what I would do is maybe buy your neighbor a gift certificate to go out to dinner somewhere and explain, hey, we're going to try to get our dog to stop barking at your dog. We have a great technique, but we need your help. We need you to walk back and forth. Now, if her dog has a leash that jingles, she wants to jingle that as much, not like annoyingly so, but enough so we don't want to muffle. We want to recreate all the sounds. If she normally wears heels, we want her to wear heels. So that clicking of the sidewalk. If she is jingling her car keys, any of those things are a trigger that the dog associates. So we want to merge that sound with the counter conditioning of getting a really high value treat. So this is how we can use counter conditioning to stop our dog from reacting to certain stimuluses, like a dog that they see on the street or a dog that's passing by and going through a security gated apartment complex.
Okay.